This is way too far, because it's like you're already so high up with your power, with your money, and like you don't seem like you would actually ever need any more money. For him to do this, and in the text messages, like, bro, Logan, he said F 40 million. Like, okay, 40 million is still a lot of money. He was like, oh, it was at 120. Basically, in his mind, we need to push it to 200. Like, where's your mind at? You're already a freaking millionaire, on your way to be a billionaire from Prime. Like, this really gets me hot. Yo, what's good? It's your girl KK. Happy New Year. Yo, I took the first 3 weeks off of this year, 2023, gather my thoughts, get my mind right, get everything together. Great news, before I get into this reaction video, we are starting my own clothing line. This company reached out to me when I was on my break. They're like, we love your content and we want to give you your own clothing. As you guys would call it, merch. But if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments down below. Let's get into this video. You guys know that Logan Paul, he came out with his first video where he was just throwing jabs at Coffezilla. Even in his podcast, he still didn't admit to it. He finally deleted the video. He responded, apologized to Coffezilla. He still did not address the text messages, so we know that Logan Paul was definitely in on it. All he wanted was the money. It dropped from 120 million to 40 million. He still wasn't happy with it. But you know what? I don't think Logan's ever going to acknowledge that. So let's just get into this apology video.
Well, it's finally over. Logan Paul apologized.
Coffezilla, you're slimiest. He is a lopsided journalist with an agenda, more like an internet criminal.
Oops, wrong video. That was the first response. He actually apologized in another response.
It's like a little gnat. It's like a little annoying gnat. It bothers me. The defamation lawsuit, that is happening because this is wrong. This is wrong.
Hold on, wait a second. That's not it either. Turns out it's actually on his secondary channel. That's why I couldn't.
It's so funny that Logan said, like, I hope you have a good lawyer because you're going to need it. And then he gets sued by everybody. So now Logan is the one that needs a good lawyer.
Find it. It's entitled, Thank You, Coffezilla. It's the third response from Logan Paul, and it's a pretty big change in Logan's attitude so far. So let's see what he has to say to us.
Coffezilla is not a criminal.
Oh, that's a relief. I thought Logan was going to hire me. But in also...
Yo, Logan only hires criminals, so that's pretty funny. And why would Logan think that Coffezilla was the criminal? Like, all Coffezilla did was do his research, interview a couple of people, and made his video. Logan, relax.
This video does have some major admissions in it I want to go through. For one, Logan apologizes to me.
I called him. I apologized. My initial response to his series was that of fire and ego.
Not only that, Logan also pledges a $1.3 million refund plan for people who bought his NFTs.
I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million.
That's not enough money. That's the total is way over 2.5 million from the victims. We know Crypto King and Eddie took off with like 6-7 million, something like that. So the 1.3, I know it was altered to 1.8, but either way, it's not enough.
In addition to that, he also promises to finish Cryptozoo, which was left abandoned.
And then step 3, obviously finish and deliver the game as outlined in the...
He said, obviously finish the game. Logan is sweating, y'all. Like, he's only finishing the game because he has to at this point. Like, people are coming at him with daggers. They want him to hang. They want him to be canceled forever. Like,
white paper.
Now, I'll be honest, this is a big change in tone, and honestly, a lot of this is good news. It's great that victims are going to get something back. Logan seems to acknowledge his continuous lapse in judgment. He's not suing me, which is also cool. And frankly, this new response is just way better than...
How could he sue Coffezilla, though? He didn't have anything on Coffezilla. Even when Coffezilla called and told Jeff, like, hey, I'm calling right now to get my story together. Like, he had already told Jeff, like, I'm getting my story together, so he already knew he was going to be recorded.
This scam, and you wanted a reason to love Logan Paul again? White paper, Zoo was created to support Cryptozoo and was not intended to be an investment vehicle. When you sold or bought is not my decision. And look, to be fair to him, there was a misconception that Zoo was an investment vehicle, but it's a misconception that he created. I mean, he's the one who said Cryptozoo was a fun game that earned you money, and how it earned you that money.
Can we just pause for a second? Yo, when Logan had his little hair, like, what is it called? The mullet. When Logan had the mullet, yo, he looked like trash, man. The worst hairstyle ever was the mullet by Logan. Like, don't ever get that style again, Logan. You should be canceled just for that hairstyle.
Was that your NFTs earned you Zoo tokens? You know, things that were supposed to have value. That was the whole point of the game. So to suggest that these coins weren't advertised as valuable or an investment vehicle is insane, especially since Logan's own team had rules for selling based strictly on the value of said investment vehicle. Quote, rules for selling, no selling until a $200 million market cap. So I think it's fair to say if Logan's own team were buying Zoo coins early, waiting for them to go up in value to a certain level and then selling them, that sounds like an investment vehicle, albeit a very stupid one. So this explanation definitely doesn't hold water, and Logan obviously just doesn't want to be on the hook for Zoo coins. Instead, he just kind of wants to refund the much smaller part.
The reason Logan didn't sell is because it never hit the 200M market cap. It got to 140, and that's when the other guys took off with the money, and then it dropped to 40M, and that's when we see those text messages. That's literally the only reason why Logan didn't sell. And another thing, like, if Logan has Prime, he's a part of the WWE, he's making money from all of his YouTube channels, all of his other investments with his own crypto and stocks and stuff like that, NFTs. Why does he need more of our money on another crypto scam? Like, bro, relax, give it up. Stop trying to get money from us. You're already a millionaire. And quote me if I'm wrong, but he said that KSI saved his career and he's going to make KSI a billionaire with Prime. So if you're going to already have $1 billion with Prime, what do you need our money for? Like, you should not even have created Cryptozoo in the first place, trying to scam us. It's ridiculous. And Prime, I'm going to do a whole nother video on Prime because it's actually not good for you. The whole 25 calories, 20 calories are added sugars. They're adding sugars, the bad sugars for you. So I'm going to do a whole nother video on that. But let's get back to this.
Of the NFTs. What makes this even worse is that this refund doesn't even apply to everyone who bought these NFTs, because some of these people sold their NFTs at a deep loss thinking that Cryptozoo was over, that it was abandoned. And there's actually a way you could have tracked this whole thing, or Logan could have, and, you know, found a way to repay all the people who lost money on eggs. But instead, this refund only applies.
He can still track the people. Logan, they know exactly who bought what and how much they bought of it. So Logan's just playing games. He can literally dollar for dollar refund everybody and still have money left over from his empire that he's building.
To current holders, meaning nobody who sold during the year and a half this project was abandoned gets anything back, which is a large percentage of the actual victims. And this is pretty bad. This was brought to Logan's attention by one of the people in the Discord. Joao says, quote, Logan Paul, what will happen to the people who sold everything at a loss when the project appeared to be, quote, abandoned? Will everyone who minted be able to get that refund, or just the current owners? Now, in reply to this, someone in the Discord said, if you sell, you lose common investing knowledge. And Logan replies, seeming to agree with this idea, which is just kind of a terrible perspective for Logan to have when he seems to be saying that he wants to refund these people. And he's the reason a lot of these people left. And this is where Logan's new apology starts to ring more hollow. It's in all of the follow-ups after the response video, because I don't know if he can help himself from betraying how he really feels about this, because in another Discord exchange, Logan says, please do not put any more money into Cryptozoo, which, by the way, is quite reasonable to say. But then somebody follows up and says, guys, can someone explain what he said with not investing? But rather than replying, oh, guys, I just meant like I don't want anyone else losing money, or, you know, I don't want anyone else recklessly gambling, Logan replies instead, quote, I will no longer be the scapegoat for anyone's financial decisions.
Logan is done. Like, why? The only reason why he apologized was because he didn't want to get sued, right? He throws it up there. It's all a facade. He just wants everyone to believe, you know, the video, but we all know who he is. He's the same person he was before. He just hasn't changed. All he did was kind of get more low key, but he's not a good person and he's not a scapegoat. Like, we saw the text messages, bro. You try to scam everybody. Logan, like, I really used to be a big fan of Logan. Like, if you watch my TikToks, all that, but like this is way too far, because it's like you're already so high up with your power, with your money, and like you don't seem like you would actually ever need any more money. For him to do this, and in the text messages, like, bro, Logan, he said F 40 million. Like, okay, 40 million is still a lot of money. He was like, oh, it was at 120. Basically, in his mind, we need to push it to 200. Like, where's your mind at? You're already a freaking millionaire, on your way to be a billionaire from Prime. Like, this really gets me hot.
Because it implies that he thinks he's the victim here. And this is just insane to say as the face of this project, which got everyone involved, because I think it betrays how he feels about this situation. He doesn't seem to see anything wrong with advertising a game that will make you money, it never delivering, millions of dollars being stolen by criminals he hired. And then when all of those people want their money back, he feels like he's the scapegoat. Like, oh, these guys shouldn't have believed me when I advertised to them a fun game that will make you money. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, Logan had a simple job to do. All he had to do was just come out, apologize, get as much money back for the victims as possible. But he himself...
No, Logan dug himself even deeper with his first response. That's how he really still feels. The first response that he deleted, where he was calling Coffezilla all these names, saying that he was a criminal, where he leaked that guy's expunged record. He's getting sued for that too. That's how Logan Paul really feels. And if you agree that he needs to be canceled, like this video, make sure you subscribe, and let me know what you think about this whole situation. Do you think Logan will stop scamming his fans? Do you think he learned anything this time? Do you think he still has the mindset back in 2018 when he was first canceled? Let me know what you think, and let me know if you got scammed in Cryptozoo. Let me know if you invested anything, and let me know, please let me know. Please put in the comments down below that you will never invest with Logan Paul again. Please, just for the sake of your own money, and that we know behind the scenes he's a scammer trying to get the most for himself. What have you been up to? Let me know in the comments, and it's back to the grind. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. It's KK. Peace.